Hayden Panettiere was 36 years old, a daughter, a mother, a survivor, and then, without warning, she was gone. On August 16, 2026, emergency responders were called to an apartment at the Judson Mill Lofts complex in Greenville, South Carolina. The call came in at around 1:51 p.m., reporting an unresponsive woman in cardiac arrest. By 2:32 that afternoon, one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces had been pronounced dead. The entertainment world stopped, and the questions began. Hayden's story didn't start with tragedy. It started with cameras before she could even walk. At just 11 months old, she appeared in a commercial, and by age 4, she was already acting. That relentless drive carried her through a childhood in front of the lens, early television roles, and eventually a breakthrough that would make her a household name. In 2006, she was cast as Claire Bennett in Heroes, the cheerleader who couldn't be destroyed, and the phrase, "Save the cheerleader, save the world," became one of the defining lines of that television era. Then came Nashville, where she played Juliet Barnes across 6 seasons, earned 2 Golden Globe nominations, and even charted on the Billboard country charts. She wasn't just an actress. She was a genuine talent who kept reinventing herself. But behind that career was a life of real, complicated pain. After the birth of her daughter, Kaya, in December 2014, a delivery that required an emergency C-section and reportedly 7 blood transfusions, Hayden opened up about battling postpartum depression. That struggle evolved into a longer fight with alcohol and medication dependency. By 2020, she checked into an 8-month treatment program after a doctor reportedly warned her that continued drinking could cost her her life within 5 years. She didn't hide from it. She talked about it. She faced it. Her relationship with former fiancé Wladimir Klitschko, with whom she shared Kaya, went through its own evolution. They were together, then apart, then engaged, then separated again, eventually settling into what she described as a deep friendship built around co-parenting. In 2018, Hayden made one of the hardest decisions of her life, agreeing to let Kaya live primarily with her father in Ukraine, acknowledging she wasn't in a stable enough place to take on full-time care. She later described signing those custody documents as the worst day of her life. She also endured a turbulent and at times dangerous relationship with Brian Hickerson, who was arrested multiple times on domestic violence charges connected to Hayden and later served prison time. Hickerson was reportedly present at the apartment when Hayden was found unresponsive. Authorities stated they did not suspect foul play, and the preliminary autopsy found no signs of trauma, though the official cause of death remained pending toxicology results, which could take up to 8 weeks. 2 days after her death, Klitschko broke his silence with a statement on social media. He called her passing deeply saddening, acknowledged her talent and the pressures of the industry she navigated, and promised their daughter that he would always speak of her mother with respect. Tributes flooded in from co-stars, colleagues, and fans around the world. Her memoir, This Is Me, A Reckoning, published just months before she died, had given the world a rare, honest look at the woman behind the roles. Hayden Panettiere lived loudly, struggled openly, and loved deeply. She deserved more time. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe, because the people behind Hollywood's biggest moments deserve to be remembered fully and honestly.